Well, hello my lovelies, it's Murky Meg here. It's Tuesday the 25th of October and I hope that this video finds you well on this beautiful day. Firstly, I'd like to welcome all new subscribers. You have all blown me away and my viewers have gone absolutely mental recently, and for that I thank each and every one of you. I am utterly blown away that last Friday I broke my record in views. I got over 250,000 views in just one day. So I say thank you to each and every single one of you. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. It will mean the world to me. And hey, if you've got social media, why not give it a bit of a cheeky share? Anyway, on with today's video. So in the last video, and I popped a link up in the right hand corner should you not have seen it, I spoke about the Variety magazine interview that Meghan did, variety of errors that she said, and a desperate bid to rebrand her image, and the cut interview that received a very barbed criticism. She shifted all blame. She said that she was too open, she was too trusting. Well, in fact, it came out of your mouth. However, that was damage control. There seems to be even more damage control because, guess what? She's been papped. Out shopping in Montecito. It was a weird set of photos, I have to say. She's wearing this strange onesie kind of thing. I don't even know how to... It's a jumpsuit, I suppose, with a weird jumper over her shoulder. But she made sure that the shopping bag that she effortlessly carried herself, because, you know, she's down with everybody, she does her own carrying of shopping, was visible. Yep, I wonder if she's merching. And don't get me started on that weird little tongue sticking out thing that she does. She's done it again. Here she is, look, sticking her tongue out. Cheeky little madam. Clearly enjoying being photographed, isn't she? Anyway, the little dicky bird left a little blind item last night, and it's a juicy one, and it relates to this very shopping trip. Now, I have to add that the old Dial-a-Pap, Dial-a-Pap, Paps on call, whatever you want to call them, they were there to capture the moment. BACKGRID, of course. Now, we all know that BACKGRID are the go-to paparazzi agency that the celebs call up and go, "Oi, I'm going to be here. Do you want to come and photograph me?" Although it would be in an American accent because it's Meghan, and I'm not going to insult anybody with my American accent because, hey, it's rubbish and I'm clearly quintessentially English, don't you know? So it's my theory that she called up BACKGRID or got one of her staff because, hey, she probably doesn't do it herself. Meghan's going to be in Montecito at this time doing a bit of shopping. Fancy being there, lads. Oh, sorry, that's really sexist. Or lasses. And of course, BACKGRID know that it's the money shot, so they tootle on along to Montecito and get the cracking shots that make the money. She gets publicity in TMZ or TMZ. You say TMZ, I say TMZ. Whatever, TMZ. And publicity galore. Ka-ching, 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 ka-ching. Damage control. She's just a normal, everyday mum, woman, sister, anybody that she wants to rattle off the list of names because she does her own shopping. And look, she's holding her own shopping bag. Actually, scrap that because obviously the lackey is now holding the bag. Slight disclaimer, I'm in a really sarcastic mood. Anyway, back to this little juicy blind. Like, as I always say, it's a blind item, pinch of salt. However, Crazy Days and Nights, as I've always said, are pretty bang on the money most of the time. And this one, I want you, the dear listener, to make up your own minds on whether or not you think this is true. Do you think Meghan Markle would do this on her shopping trip? Shall we have a look? Now, before I actually show you this, a lot of people ask me why Crazy Days and Nights call her the illiterate one, and why whenever they refer to the illiterate one, it's always Meghan Markle. Illiterate, Meghan Markle, MM. They use little nicknames, so they don't have to say their name, and that's why they're called blind items. So they always call Meghan Markle the illiterate one. So when blinds come up, they say the illiterate one. We know for sure they're talking about Meghan Markle and nobody else. Anyway, here it is. Blind item. When the illiterate one went shopping this weekend, staff members were instructed to not speak to her. Come on. You're on a bad cable show and probably would be hoping to get a Dancing with the Stars gig or judging slot on Chopped if you hadn't married who you did. Stop. I could have sworn that Meghan had actually done Dancing with the Stars, but that must have been a dream because I've googled it and I can't find anything. Well, that's a slight lie. I did find a few things, but they were photoshopped of Meghan's head onto other people that were partaking in Dancing with the Stars, or as our version, Strictly Come Dancing. But that doesn't count, does it? I am taking away from the most important part of the blind. I do apologise. And that is that the staff are in the shops were told to not speak to her. I mean, give it a rest. That's like diva mentality. If this happened, that's really quite shocking. Who are you to say you cannot speak to me? This goes directly against the whole, oh, me and Harry love to go in and out and the staff know our order and they're so surprised. Doesn't tally with that, does it? However, this version of Meghan Markle, the one that is instructing staff not to talk to her, is believable. The in and out nonsense is not. I'd also just like to point your attention to the Princess of Wales, who regularly does her own shopping, takes the children out to pick toys, and is regularly seen around the town that she lives in, and shops, and speaks to people, and yet Meghan cannot. I mean, that is just some ridiculous behaviour if it happened, isn't it? Who on earth does she think she is that she is more important than anybody addressing her, being polite to her, saying hello, is instructed not to do so? I mean, that's next level egotistical, isn't it? But is it believable? Do we believe that this blind is correct? That Meghan was shopping with her staff? She was photographed with her staff in tow. She instructed, or her staff instructed, the shop members not to speak to her. Is that believable? Do you think Meghan Markle, unremarkable more like, would instruct her staff to not speak to her and be such a diva? Do you think that's possible? Do you think it's believable? And more importantly, do you think it happened? Because, you know, Valentine Lowe's book about the courtiers has some pretty damning things with regards to her behaviour and staff members. And there was one instance where a staff member had handed in her resignation and had to go out on an event with Meghan, and Meghan blanked her, would not speak to her, literally blanked her. I mean, I think it's believable, don't you? So I would love to know your thoughts on this one. What did you think of the outfit? It was a very strange jumpsuit with the weird jumper, the hat. She looked very pleased with herself, didn't she? It really didn't. I'm not one to body shame. I don't body shame at all. But for me personally, it wasn't one of her better looks. I thought it was a very bizarre choice. And she had her feet on show, didn't she? She doesn't like feet. So I'm quite surprised she had her feet on show, you know. So I would love to know whether or not you think this blind has any credence. What do you think of the photos? Do you think that she used Dial-a-Pap? Do you think she did it herself, or do you think her staff members called them, hello, we're going to be out shopping? Or did her staff members do it? And what do you think of the whole debacle? Was it a damage PR pap shot? Gotta get in the papers, gotta get in the press. Let's call BACKGRID and see if we can get some press attention. Or do you just simply think she was out shopping, having a lovely day? As always, I would love to know your thoughts.
Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the notification bell and also that like button. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all of my followers for all the tips and all the emails, DMs that everybody sends to me. It really is greatly appreciated. So thank you very much for watching once again.